You read for it.
We had a meeting. I had a meeting with the director maybe 2 years ago.
Right.
And usually you have a meeting with the director and the producer so they can get a feel for you. And they was just afraid that because people know me as Beyonce, you know, the performer, that I wouldn't be able to just play a normal person.
Right.
Not knowing that in real life, I'm probably the most normal person a lot of people ever meet.
Right.
So they were concerned, and they didn't just give me the role. They said I had to read for it.
Did you have to wait for an answer for them?
No, I didn't have. Actually, they told me the next morning.
Okay, good.
I did it that night, and they told me the next morning we found our Dina, and I was the first person casted. So
right, that's cool.
It was exciting.
But between reading for it and that call the next morning, what was going on? We were like, oh my God, what did I do?
To be honest with you, I did have to read for Austin Powers too. Right. But they already had an idea that they wanted me to do the movie because they called me and asked me to read. I wouldn't have just done it by myself. Right. Because I wasn't expecting to be in that movie. I was nervous with that one. With Dreamgirls, I did everything I was supposed to do in the audition. I felt really good.
Oh, so you walked out going, I nailed that.
I felt like I did what I was supposed to do.
That's good.
I mean, you know, that's what we all go through that. If we do something where we're trying to like work for something and achieve a goal, and we know we nailed it, it's good to walk out there going, man, I know I got that.
Exactly.
That's pretty good.
But it would have been devastating if they would have said,
what I was going to say.
Right, exactly.
Because I've nailed it a few times and had them call me and say, don't
always
bother.
But even now that you've done Dreamgirls, which was originally a Broadway show, and now Usher's on Broadway, would you want to do Broadway?
I've always said I wanted to do Broadway. That's something I think I'll do later when I'm older and I'm settled and I have children and, you know, I live in New York now. That would be so great to be able to drop my kids off school and be able to still perform on Broadway and then go home and sleep in the same bed. That's something in the future.
Nice. I did a little Broadway. I went to the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. That's all I've done on Broadway. All right, now we have a lot to do here. Beyonce, we got to play some music.
Okay.
Ring the alarm.
Ring the alarm.
God, this sounds intense. I'm afraid to push play.
You should be, because it is intense.
Tell us a little bit about it. What's Ring the Alarm?
Ring the Alarm is a record that is, I wanted to write an anthem, and the track is so aggressive. It has all these alarms ringing. And it's a record about a woman who's been in this relationship, and she's no longer happy. And she doesn't want him anymore, but she doesn't want anybody else to have him.
Oh, yeah. That's how I feel.
And it's really kind of, you know, when people are in relationships for a long time, you grow together, and it's the emotional things, and it's all the other things, not even the material things, but all the things that she taught him she doesn't want. Now he's a man, so it's like, you know, somebody else will come and think, oh, he's such a nice guy when y'all grew together. So that's what it's about.
It's Ring the Alarm with Beyonce. That is Beyonce. You are just kind of tough in that song.
Yeah, so why are you letting him go if he's got all this good stuff going on?
You have John Bell perplexed over there.
I know.
I don't get it. You know, it sounded like you had just got him trained right. You got everything hooked up, and now you're going to let him go.
I didn't want to write the same breakup, he cheated on me record. And I wanted to, this record is a lot more aggressive just because the last record was all about love. And I feel like, you know, I'm kind of known for writing anthems for women. And even though, you know, personally I'm in a good place, it couldn't be the same record. So I loved all of these aggressive tracks and these big club records because I like to do things that are different. And I'm so happy with the video because people are all telling me that they've never seen anything like it.
Yeah,
and I treated it like
a
scene I treated it like a movie and like a character, and it was really dramatic, and it was so much fun because I wasn't doing a bunch of choreography and being pretty.
Sounds like you were pretty pissed off.
Yeah, sounds like you're just beating the hell out of some guy.
You guys can check it out too. TRL, vote for it, so it's on now.
Yes.
And that's the thing. You know, you do have a history of writing great songs about love for women, this and that. And if you're going to have a CD coming out that has a little more aggressive edge, you know people are going to be going, something's going on with Jay-Z.
Of course.
He done pissed her off. But you want to state for the record that's not what this is about.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
well, people spend months trying to figure out who you are talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, all of the records that I've written. I mean, if anyone had the writings on the wall, that's what the whole album was about. It was all of these females power empowerment records. So I wanted to kind of go back to that. Right. And obviously every record that I write is not about me. It's about my friends, and it's about things that I think women need to hear.
There you go. So you didn't get a call from him one day going, what did I do?
He loves the record.
Okay, just making sure.
He loves it.
This isn't about, just let's record straight. This isn't about me, right? No. Okay, let's move on. We have a lot of people here to talk to you. We go live to the living room. Roundhead, how are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing great.
We got some questions for Beyonce coming in. What's going on?
All right, I have Courtney with me. Go ahead, Courtney. Beyonce's all yours.
Hi, Beyonce.
Hello.
I wanted to know what other artists or what other style of music has influenced you with this CD?
Actually, the movie Dreamgirls influenced me more than anything because I played this character that was so controlled, and I felt really contrived. And she had this husband that made her do all these things that she didn't want to do, and he really wasn't a great husband. So because I was in her body for 6 months, it inspired me to write all these records that kind of cursed him out because I needed to release that character. And it was really exciting. But as far as music, this album has a lot more brass, a lot more low end and bass, and I guess it's not any particular artist right now. Just my inspirations that have always inspired me, Aretha Franklin, and because it's a lot of soul mixed in with really hard beats, and a lot of hip hop artists because it's a lot harder.
Very cool. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Just one more question we have from Diane. Diane, go ahead, Beyonce.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
I was just wondering, with your CD coming out now, what's your average day like?
Oh, my average day right now is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I get up really early and I do a lot of press and I speak to a lot of people. So it's usually, 14-hour days.
Thank you very much.
14-hour days.
Yeah.
Damn, my God. Oh, by the way, you broke a record here at the radio station today. The tallest bodyguard ever.
Really?
Is his name Tiny? That guy is huge.
I feel safe with him. He's fabulous. Sarah calling in at 1-800-242-0100. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
You're on with Beyonce.
Oh, my God.
Hello.
I love you.
I love you, too.
I really wanted to call and tell you that I think you're, like, the most gorgeous girl ever, and I'm so proud of you for what you've done for women. Because you've made curvy women so sexy, and I've always been a curvy girl, and you made me feel proud because of that. And
that makes me feel great.
And you got an amazing voice. Every time you come out with something new, I'm so happy.
Thank you so much.
Is it good to be called curvy? Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
All right.
I'll say.
All right, Sarah, because there are some women out there, if you call them curvy, they'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Curvy?
But
really?
Your clothing line, aren't your jeans constructed for women that have a little more booty, that have like,
I mean, they actually fit everyone well, but I wanted to make sure they fit in the waist and in the hips.
I'm wearing mine. I got my Beyonce jeans on. Look at that.
If it'll fit on his ass, it'll fit on anybody.
Check out my track.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
I got Cherry on the line. Cherry, say good morning to Beyonce.
Good morning, Beyonce.
Is that the Cherry?
Yes, it is.
Hey, how you doing?
There's the Cherry.
I'm good. How are you?
She's the biggest Destiny's Child, Kelly, Michelle, Beyonce fan ever.
That's a heck of a title. Thank you.
Wow. Do you have a question about the VMAs coming up?
Yes, I do. I was wondering, I know you don't necessarily like to tell us this, but I was wondering